format, we're going to go to our cPanel. The way we do that is we go to wavecation.com/cPanel. Enter. It's going to ask us for our username and password. Your username is Wave. Your password is a long string of random characters that I will send you. It's going to pop up this, ask you if you need any help. You can use this if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and just tell it to come back up next time. It's basically some videos that tell you how to use things. So once you get into your cPanel, you're going to see an overview of your stats here. You can expand these stats and show you a little bit more what's going on, how many email accounts you have. This stuff, however, does not sync up with your Google Apps, so that's not going to be accurate. Now what we have here, preferences, mail. Mail's not going to be relevant. You've got a look at your files here, different logs. You also have stats, so that you can see stats and compare those to Google Analytics. Now what we are here for are your MySQL databases and your files. So we want to make sure that we are able to grab your backups. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to backups. And now you have a couple of options here. You have a full backup. You can download and generate a full backup. You could download one of our system backups, one of the daily, weekly, or monthly. We currently do daily and weekly. We don't do monthly backups. The monthly backups are just usually so old they're no good to us. Excuse me. So you can also do a partial backup of the home directory, partial backup of the database, and then here are forwarders. These really don't have too much relevance for you. If you are actually moving to a different server, you'd probably just download a full backup and restore it there. The good news is if you do decide you ever want to move your hosting somewhere else, and the other hosting service that you go with is a cPanel host, you can download this full backup and basically you can restore almost immediately with very little work. So let's get started here. The backup right here, you click on this, tell it where you want it to go. You can tell it to go to the home directory, or if you have a remote FTP server, which I know you don't, you can tell it to go there, have it email you when it's through, generate the backup. I'm going to change this for purposes right now. I'm going to change it to my email address so that we can get notified when it's done. So right now we have the backup in progress. And what's going to happen is if we, like here, it should tell us that there is a backup in progress. There's not. Okay. You can also look at these video tutorials right here. So what we'll do is I'm going to pull up my email so we can check out whenever this thing gets done. Now one thing I want to talk about is to download these backups, you're going to need a FTP client. I would recommend you download FileZilla. Once you download FileZilla, you can log into your server by typing in wavecation.com, username Wave, and your password, which I will send you. Click Quick Connect. Now you selected for the backup to download to the home directory. So once the backup is complete, it will actually be in this area right here. Now the way that FTP works, just a quick overview, is you have on the left side of the screen, you have your local things, which are stored on your computer. For instance, my desktop here is where this movie is being stored. On the right-hand side, you have your remote files, which are what are on the server. The actual website files are in public HTML. Basically, though, if you want to make a backup, you would just back up your home directory. So let's check on the backup and see how we're doing there. Looks like we still haven't got anything yet. No big. So what we'll do is we'll say that if this was downloaded And for instance, we'll use one of these other files as a test. We'll use changelog.txt. If this was your backup file, then what we would do is we'd grab that, put it on your desktop, and we'd drag it over. You'll see some text scroll right here. Changelog.txt has been downloaded. So you're probably wondering though, what is the backup file going to look like? It's actually going to be named CP Backup. So you'll see a file here called cpbackup.gz.zip or .tar.gz rather in here. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think though these video tutorials here should be able to help you out as well. So give those a shot and then let me know if you have any questions.